Right, and finally on the show today, we went to the street to ask Nigerians this question. Who should take responsibility for a child whose mom is unavailable and dad irresponsible? Let's hear some responses.
If the child is still small, then the people around can help. Or they should take the child to the less privileged home. From there, they can help. They can help the child. And if the child is a grown-up one, he should try to understand the situation and learn how to stand on his own or her own.
His mom is not available and the dad is irresponsible. Practically three sets of people are meant to take care of that child because no one knows tomorrow. First is the family of either the father or the mother.
It depends on the age of the child. If it's of, let's say from adolescent to adult, he can go on with his life by helping himself with other legal format he can use to, maybe if he can learn a trade or still go to school, then probably, and there are some religious bodies that always help. Maybe providence can just push him or her to such place and carry on with his life.
Okay, I think the government should take responsibility of children whose parents are not available. We have a lot of children roaming the streets, children without good education or even access to education at all, children without food, children without training. So I think the government should build shelters for children so that they are not going to be roaming the streets.
The prevailing thing in the Nigerian society is for relatives, well-meaning relatives, to look after the child. So usually, maybe the grandmother, auntie, uncle, who is willing, should take up the care of the child.
The Bible says children are the heritage of God. And every man, God, the intent of God is to we're supposed to take care of our children. I don't think any man is supposed to give birth to a child and tell me that he's an irresponsible father. Number one thing, parents are the poor people that are supposed to take proper responsibility of their children. Number two is the government. Government of the nation supposed to take the proper responsibility of the children. That is what is happening abroad.
Interesting responses from Nigerians there. Alamde, this sounds more like a riddle. We should take responsibility for a child whose mom is unavailable and dad very irresponsible.
Well, I think Nigerians should have to slow down now on having to blame the federal government for everything. Okay. I mean, I saw one respondent saying the federal government should create shelters. So if government was a person, what's going to really happen? This is a very serious issue because this has led to the increase in out-of-school children. You see some children on the streets begging and doing all that. I believe as parents that we have the responsibility to take care of whatever child we have to, give birth to. But in this situation, if there are family members, religious leaders, this is where we all come in. They say it's a community that trains a child. Well, if Providence comes in for the child, when it might be lucky. We have that story everywhere.
There are some that they're actually orphaned, or they are orphaned, from birth or by different circumstances and all of that. We know that it's the responsibility of the families to take care of the child because the child actually belongs to the family. But in cases where we have the father and the mother, just moving about and not taking good care of the children. Of course, it's incumbent upon you. It should even be a punishable offense. So that's where I'm going. So the government should look for someone who will take care of the child. We have orphanage homes and all of that, and they should ensure that the parents are, treated. How do I put it? Or maybe taken behind bars. This should punish them.
This also brings attention to social services, how well we actually take social services up in Nigeria. We have social services in other climes who ensure that children are properly you know, taken care of. You have so many cases that even some parents send their children out to beg to feed them, and it's very, very wrong.
We need to go, but it's